Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So before going into the section, from my side, I have a kind request to all the delegates. Kindly put out your mic off. If you have any queries in my section, we will discuss in the end of the section. Okay? Okay. Now we continue with the PPT. So, from the introduction part by the Kanan sir, he has already told this is a crucial step, the laboratory configuration. So, lab configuration is very important. If you go wrong in this part, then your entire part will go wrong. So, kindly make attention and please listen to this and we will do a good installation. Okay. So first you want to do the installation. So how we are going to do the installation? It is very user friendly WHONET. WHONET is a very user friendly software. We can able to download very easily. The first we can usually how we go and do the Google search like that. You can go to the Google search, just type WHONET software installation and you can able to download from there. Or here you can able to see the link here. So from the link also we can able to download the software. Okay, I think everyone has already installed WHONET. I think so. So next, and while you're downloading the software, it will ask you, then it will show you that it is whether you want to do 32-bit installation or 64-bit installation. So how are you going to select this part? So for this, you have to check your laptop or a desktop property and go and check whether your property is supporting 32-bit or 64-bit. So according to that, you have to install the software first. So this is the page once you click the installation. This is the page will open. So you can able to see the various version of the WHONET here. So I will give a short intro about this various version. So this is the WHONET 2021 version. So this is the updated one, and this version will support the 36 language, and it has the current CLSA 2021 guidelines and UCAS guidelines. And another one more specific feature in this version is WHO GLASS. What is this WHO GLASS actually? So GLASS is nothing but the Global Antimicrobial Resistance Surveillance System. It's nothing but it helps the collaborate the local data as well as the national data to the WHO. So they have like if any resistant organism in prevailing in our area or any other area, so they is given alert to the WHO. So that they will look after the what is the resistant pattern and they will come up how to prevent that. So for that purpose, this WHO GLASS is helping us. Then next version is WHONET 5.6. This is the basic version. For learning purpose, you have to download this 5.6. It will help. It is also, this is a very user friendly. If you are in an initial stage, you just download this and you can learn from the 5.6 version. So this also supports the CLSA 2021 guidelines and it will support the 24 languages. Then there is a WHONET automation tool. In this tool, it will give the email alert for all the missing data preview. While you are entering the data, there is a missing data is there, or your data duplicating data is there. So for anything in the like error we are finding in our data means, it will give the email alert. So that is one specific feature in this WHONET automation tool. Then coming to the WHONET beta version. This is a new feature, like it helps us to preview the new features and bug fixes before they are released in the standard package. Okay. So, for our learning purpose, I have downloaded the 5.6 version because it's very easy. We can able to access in this software very easy. Okay. So, when I'm downloading this is the first page it will ask. So, your system or laptop will first ask the permission to run this program. So, this is the page it will open. You want to click yes in this. Then coming to next is, it will ask the WHONET license agreement. Just click I agree to the license terms and conditions and again you click to the install. Then it will take you to the page, next page called as a welcome to the WHONET 5.6 setup browser. So here again you have to click on the next. Then next page will open for the end user license agreement. Here again you have to click on the I accept and just click on next and it will take you to the page of the installation. This is the custom setup. Here you can see the browse here. So you can, here itself you can decide where this file you have to locate, whether you have to locate in a different folder, whatever it is, you can decide in this step itself if everything is okay, or if it is, you are okay with the location on C itself, means next you continue with the next button. Okay. So after that, the next you have successfully installed the WHONET. Okay. Okay. Next. After you successfully install the WHONET, this is the two icon will you seen in the desktop. One is the WHONET and this is a backlink. Before going in detail in a further installation, laboratory configuration, I have to tell about the what is the backlink. Actually, what is the backlink? Some suppose like some of them still know or don't know about what is the WHONET software. So, in most of the hospital or in tertiary in laboratories, they are all using the different types of like Excel. They are using Excel for the entry antibiotic surveillance data. Like for and also many are using the Vitec automated machine, and that itself will generate the antibiotic surveillance data. So how are you going to, if suppose you are like ONET is the proper software, we can able to do the antimicrobial surveillance. So how are you going to convert this data, our original data, into the ONET software? You're going to sit and type it manually? No. So this is the ONET has given a very wonderful software to convert your data from the present data into your ONET data. So for that purpose, this backlink will work very well. Okay. Next. Okay, we are going exactly into the laboratory configuration. Okay, so after that, this I told you, no, you will have a two icon in your desktop. You go and click on the WHONET icon, double click, and this page will open. And it will defaultly you can able to see here WHO Test Hospital. This is will be defaultly will be there in the WHONET software. So for now we are going to create for our laboratory according to what antibiotic we are going to use and what location we are going to use. So we are we are going to create installation for based upon our laboratory needs. So for that purpose you have to click the new laboratory. Okay. So after clicking that, you will open up this page, laboratory configuration. Any doubts? Does someone I think will open the mic? Okay. So in country, you can able to select where which country you are. But for learning purpose, I am here selecting from India. Then laboratory name. So I am here typing. I have already we have shared the laboratory configuration exercise. In that, I have asked everyone to type a laboratory name as a past diagnostic laboratory. So I have typed for that purpose only for past diagnostic laboratory. And your laboratory code should be a minimum 3-letter code. So I am typing here as a PDL. And what is this? Actually, we are all a clinician. We are going to test antibiotic on a human, right? So we are going to select on a human only. But that in some like in some laboratory they will test in animals, or they will test for the food or environment. So in that case, you have to select the second option. Next. Next, after this, you have see a 4 drop downs here, that is antibiotics, location, data feed, and alert. So we will go in detail in each slowly. Okay, first we click the antibiotics. This is very much, this is a required part. See, you can able to see here in location part they given as optional, and data field they given as optional, alert they also given as optional. You don't want to change much in this 3 dropouts because if you are because this, the only thing the antibiotic part is required because each laboratory will test a different antibiotic. So this part is very much required for a lab configuration, and this 3 is optional. Okay, okay. So after clicking the antibiotics, this is the next page you can able to see. So here you can see the guidelines. So many of them will follow the CLSI, and some will follow the UCAS. So what guidelines you going to follow? You just click on that. So here I am clicking as a CLSI 2020 guidelines, and next is what test method you going to follow. Whether you following this method or you going to follow the NIT or NETEST. According to that, you just select this, and then there will be a set of antimicrobial antibiotic list in your left side by defaultly. Okay, then you have to select this antibiotic for your laboratory to the right side. So I will tell you how to select this antibiotic. So before that, I have to tell you that this you can able to see that AMP underscore MD10. So what it each stands for? AMP is nothing but the the three-letter code for antibiotic, this N for the formerly NCCLS, and D whether you are using a BIS method, and T is the unit of your antibiotic. Likewise for the mix for we here it is a M. Okay, for each test it will show us a NG. Okay, okay. So how are you going to select the antibiotic? So again I'm going back. See, if you want to select the vancomycin, you first thing you want to what you want to do is you just do the double click, it automatically move to the right side. That is the first step. Or else you just click on the antibiotic, it will get highlight. Then you just press this arrow button, right arrow button, it will shift to the right. This is the another thing. Or else you can able to so I just told this clicking, double clicking, it will go to the right side page. One click to highlight to the then click on the right on option. Then again click on antibiotic, highlight and just press enter. It will shift to the right side. So this is the three steps to convert here the default antibiotic and what are the antibiotics you need that will go to the right side. This is the method you have to follow. This is three methods. Okay. Next. So this is how we selected for our laboratory. This is the list of the antibiotics we have selected. This is the same antibiotic we have shared in the exercise also. Okay, actually from this step you can able to go for the data entry if you want. But there is also additional features which may which may useful for us. So we will see what are those. So next is configuring your antibiotic. What is antibiotic breakpoint, right? So when you select antibiotic base, the unit automatically set up the correct official breakpoint for what guidelines you choose. Okay, if suppose if suppose you selected antibiotic which does not having any breakpoint, or else if you disagree with the breakpoint, you may wish to change the manual modification. Unit will allow it gives permission to change the breakpoint. Okay, for that case, this antibiotic breakpoint is very useful. Okay, so for that, how are you going to change the breakpoint? Just come and click on this breakpoint button for double click, and this page will open. So actually, this definition is different between the general and the species specific. General breakpoint is used for most of the bacteria. If suppose someone needs for the species specific also, it may helpful. Okay, so for how if suppose if you taking the general means, this is the next page it will open. We can able to see here resistant, intermittent and susceptibility pattern of the antibiotic. If suppose for unisolid we have does not have intermediate. If suppose you have to give any breakpoint for any drug that is not you choose is not shown yet, you can able to add. How to you going to add? Just clicking by the add button, you can include your breakpoint. And if everything is okay, give OK. If suppose if you are not accepting with that, you can also delete it. Okay. Then for species specific, this is the next page for it is also open for the species. Okay. Next, what is this antibiotic panel? Okay. So next we coming to this next panel. What is the panel? Actually, different laboratories have a different panels. They have their own panels also. So based upon that, we can create our own panels. So how to do that? Just click on this panel. This page will open. Actually, defaultly in WHONET software, they itself have open the panel for the staphylococcus, streptococcus, strep pneumoniae, and then gram-negative bacteria, gram-positive bacteria, gram-negative antibiotic for urine, and mycobacteria, parasites, and fungi. You all very well know it doesn't support for the virus. So they have created already panel for those organisms. If you want to include also, we can able to include the panel. Okay. So in this section, in this part, what is this step? What is this antibiotic sequence? So what is this antibiotic sequence means? Actually, as like WHONET software is defaultly the antibiotic will be arranged in alphabetic order. If you want to change anything, you have to change any order of the antibiotic in your report sheet. You can do by just by clicking this move up and down. Okay, that is for that purpose only. This antibiotic sequence is helping us. See, if you do the antibiotic sequence for the Staphylococcus aureus species, if you select antibiotic, just move up, it will go up, move down, it will go down. Okay. Next part. Next, what is this conditional antibiotic reporting? We have finished what is antibiotic sequence. We are going to see what is this conditional antibiotic reporting. In this conditional antibiotic reporting, here you can able to see like Here you can able to see while doing the workshop, I will show you clearly. So you can able to see, I think so, your first line, second line, and do not report. So you can able to choose here itself for Staphylococcus species. You can choose here itself for what are the first line drug you want to. So for example, vancomycin, linezolid, and all, we can give it as a second line. So you are selecting as a second line. So if and you are clicking this point, print all the second line antibiotics if the isolate is resistant to the multiple first line antibiotics. Suppose you are taking a report from this WHONET software directly means you don't want to go and select if suppose your first line is coming as a resistant. You don't want to go and search for the second line and give printout separately for the no need other controls. If you configure here itself means automatically if your first line is getting resistant pattern means it automatically chooses a second line sensitivity pattern and it will report. So for that requires this antibiotic sequence reporting, conditional antibiotic reporting is helping. Okay, now we are ready with this antibiotic panel. Next, I'm clicking OK, and we are going to the next page. Okay, next page. What is this antibiotic resistant profile? This feature is used in the data analysis option for resistant profile. It is classified according to a multi-resistant phenotype. It is mainly required for the infection control staff. Okay, to see the outbreak of the multi-resistant organism in the hospital setting. So for that you have to select the profiles. You can able to see for Staphylococcus, you will see which are the antibiotics we have selected in the panel. So if you want to edit here also, we want to edit the panel. If you want to, as I told you, we have to include the panel also, we can able to include. For that you just click edit here. Okay, so the edit option will actually will help us to edit in this what are the panels we already have done. But we can also add the antibiotic profile by clicking this add. Okay, okay. So so this is the next. If I click on edit, this is the page which will open. So this is the antibiotic for the Staphylococcus. If suppose these are all coming as a resistant, what is the supplementary antibiotic you are going to give for that? So that also we can able to select from here itself. Okay, and also you can select the antibiotic for like you can also move up and down the profile antibiotic as well as the supplementary antibiotic. If you are okay with this step, next you go for the okay. Okay, okay. So actually we have done the antibiotic configuration. Once again, I'll just put a recap. So we have done the breakpoint, how to do the breakpoint, how to do the panels, how to do the profiles, and we have finished all those things. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm just clicking this okay and going forward. Okay, next I have told you now initially after the antibiotic next drop down is the location. Here this how this location is going to help us. So in laboratory they doesn't have any specific location, but if you are in a tertiary hospital you have various departments, ICU, pediatrics, ortho. In that also there will be various departments. Suppose like ICU also NICU will be there and PIC will be there. So different departments will be there and different antibiotic they may use. And you have to see the separate resistance pattern for that department also. Means for that purpose, this location will plays a here mandatory role. Okay, so you're going to click the location part here. So next, what will happen? Sorry. So this here, click on the location. This is the page it will open. So here you can able to see that the location name, whatever location. So for in my laboratory, I want those. They have a different department like this. So I added the location name here, and I made a code for this location. Like you have to give a 3-letter code and institution. We can already you just click. Sometimes they will have a drop down here by clicking this. So you can select what institution you already installed, and then department also here we can able to select and type whether this male medicine ward is inpatient or outpatient. So according to that, we can also select this in the type. Once you okay with that, then select OK and move forward. Okay. Next, we are coming to the third step is data field. Okay. What is a data field? The data field that is present in the left side box, it will be there. If you are satisfied with that category, click OK and exit the window. If suppose you want to modify this data field, what does the data field mean? So finally, how your data sheet is going to appear. In data sheet, what are the like information you want, whether you want the patient first name, last name, whether you want the patient date of birth, whether you want the patient date of admission, date of discharge. So whatever you think, you can able to do it here. So defaultly, there will be a so many data fields in the towards the left side. So we can, how we are going to modify according to laboratory means just by clicking this modify list, you can able to do the select the data field for our purpose. Okay, so that's the only this modify list. Then, and as I told, if you are okay with this WHO setup assessment, you can arrange according to which should be come first and which should be come last by clicking this move up and down. So this is page. Coming to the data entry here. So again here, whether you want to test for human or animal or food or only for human. Then what is this option for hidden? Hidden means if you suppose you while entering the data sheet, there will be like for example data permission will be there. If suppose you don't want to it should not be come in a print form means you just give the option for click the data field and just put and hide hidden. It will hide from your report. Okay, so this is the, if I click the modify, this is the next page it will open. You can able to see the data categories here. So what data is based upon the data you want, what the data you need. Whether you want it based upon the data you need based upon the clinical information or you need only a standard data. So it will show in this drop down. So according to that you will select the data categories here. Then what category is selected here, that data field will show down. Okay. For example, here I click here clinical information. You can able to see here it has asked for date of admission, date of discharge, date of operation, all everything is based upon the clinical information. Okay. Then this is the our laboratory what we are going to create and what the data fields we going to what we need now. Okay. So this is also I shared the worksheet. This we'll do it in our hands on. So these are the data field I have choose for our learning purpose today. Okay. Okay. So I'm all satisfied with it and that I'm clicking it OK and I'm going to proceed forward. Okay. Then what is the last step? The alert. Actually, I want to tell you that WHONET itself is giving a alert around 30 to 82 numbers of the alert itself is giving. We no need of there is no need for creating our own alert. But suppose if there is any need of creating, suppose you have to give any alert for your laboratory, yes, you can do it. So I also tell you how to do it. So before that, for example, this unit itself we are giving what is alert for MRSA, ESBL, and like see, the protein species for nitrofurantoin and tetracycline susceptibility is a rare. Then Acinetobacter baumannii also Punella susceptibility is rare. So like this, we can able to get the alert. Okay. So as I told, we can able to create a new alert also. So how to create a new alert? If you click on the alert, here you can able to see the new, edit, delete and all. In that you have to click the new. So you can able to see here. So like this, there is a 82 alert is there. Okay, you want to create a new. Okay, click the new. Next, what it will go? Next page means 1 second. Yeah. It will open this page. Sorry. My presentation is on, I think so. Can you able to see my slide?
No, ma'am.
Sorry for the interruption. Now you can able to see?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay. So if you're going to create a new alert means here you can give the whatever description you're going to give alert, you can give a description here and you can select whether it is a medium priority, high priority alert or whether it is important species or infection control, whatever it is, you can able to select in this medium priority. Then you have to define the selection criteria. What this means, what organism you're going to give for the alert. For that, if you click the organism, so many organisms will show in this box. Okay, then you're going to select. Then coming to the next is to define the alert. So how are you going to define the alert? So right, I will show you the picture. See, if you click this define the selection criteria, if the organism, if I select means, it will open like this. Okay, so here I click the define criteria. The next page will show. I want to click this hepatitis as a resistant or you're going to like for I will show you one second. So this is just I created for the ESBL. So the organism I want to give alert for E. coli, Klebsiella, Beta protease. So how I'm going to tell it as a alert means by cephalosporin is resistant and and combination is sensitive. If I type like this in the data entry, it automatically it will show as an important resistant infection control alert. And what is the message is going to give? It is a ESBL detecting organism we have isolated. So this is like this you can create by your own. So finally, if you after creating, you can able to see here what you created new alert. It will become as first user defined. Okay, so you can able to see in the screen. Okay, so everything is fine. It's clicking OK and proceeding forward. Okay, so we are done with the laboratory configuration. So finally, how your lab name will be seen is lab triple X dot triple Y. What is triple X? Is nothing but the refers to the country code, and triple Y is the laboratory code. Finally, we are done with everything. Just click on the save and close the window. Okay. Next. But after this step, how to do the, again you want to go into the window page, go to the WHONET icon, double click on it, and then you have to go to the file and do the data entry. That process, after data entry will be discussed in the next speaker by the Dr. Malini. She will be clearly explaining how to do the data entry and all. Okay, that's all. If any query,
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, will you lead us through the hands-on practice?
now shall we start now itself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So everyone is ready with the installation? Everyone
Yes.
ready? Yes. Shall we start? Okay. Anyway, I will give 5 more minutes. If anyone will install, kindly install. Okay. I think we'll start with our demonstration. So first I will do how, just observe how I am doing. Then we will give half an hour time. Then you do with our what we start already we start our exercise now. You just try with that exercise. Okay. So just observe what I am doing. I will share my screen. If any interruption in my presentation means, you kindly put in the chat box. Okay. So So you can able to see here my desktop. I have installed both 2021 version also and 5.6 version also. Because suppose if anything happen means it will may help. So that's why I installed both and kept. I'm going in 5.6 only. Okay. So just double click it. Okay. This page will open. Yeah. So see here I'm already created, but once again I will do it for you. Please everyone, you just type as a past diagnostic laboratory, and for the teaching purpose, I'm again going to name it as a past diagnostic laboratory A. Okay, okay. So this is you can able to see here. WHONET is in the default, and this is my our PDL. Okay, okay. Next, I'm going to click on the new laboratory now. So here I'm going to select as India. Laboratory name. So I'm going to give a laboratory code as PDLA. So, okay, PDL, only three letter we can give. So, okay, I'm giving as a PL, but kindly you everyone give as a PL, PDL, okay? Okay, next, I'm going to check on human only, so let it be in human. Next step is antibiotic. Okay, so here you can able to see here guidelines, UCAS guideline is there, NEO, SAT, and SFM, CIM. You can see the various guidelines. I'm going for the CLFA 2020 and I'm going to do a disk method. Okay, so what are the, see how I'm going to select the antibiotic. Okay, so here it says we can able to see no CLSA. So I'm just clicking it. We can able, as I told, we can able to do the double click. It's gone that side. Okay, or if you click on this, next amoxicillin I have selected. Next amoxicillin class. Next option I told is by clicking this arrow mark. And next, what is the next option I told? Yeah, by just enter.
Double click.
Yes. Any query?
No, no.
Okay. So I'm going to select again according to our exercise only. So ampicillin, amoxicillin I have selected. It will take time. Okay. I will do it slowly only. Okay. So like this. So here, the vancomycin for staphylococcus, there is no diffusion method. So for enterococcus purpose, I have selected this method. For staphylococcus, I have to select the mix method. So I am selecting for that one. Okay, my antibiotic is ready. So I'm suppose if I'm not satisfied with any breakpoint means here I'm going to change the breakpoint. Okay, so I'm just clicking the breakpoint. I'm going to change general diffusion only. See, for cephalosporin chronic, there is no breakpoint here, but I'm going to give a breakpoint here for just a learning purpose. So, see, if you select resistant as IIT means it automatically for intermediate susceptible sensitivity it will given the value. Okay, so like this we can able to add the breakpoint. So for vancomycin for distribution we can't able to give the breakpoint. Okay, so only for chapter CPC only I have given the breakpoint here. Next I'm okay with the breakpoint. Next I'm going to the panels. So in panels, so what are the panels I'm going to select? For staphylococcus, cefoxitin, then clindamycin, erythromycin, linezolid, penicillin, and vancomycin mix method. So you can able to see here, we have selected mix on the disk, right? So the both is we can able to see here. So I'm going to vancomycin alone. I'm going to do the mix method. So I'm selecting the mix here. Then cost. Yes, anything left? Yeah. Okay. Next panel is enterococcus. For enterococcus, I'm going to select ampicillin. 1 second. Yes. I'm clicking where is it? Information here is a disk method. Okay. Then mini solid. Then here we have to select the high level center. Then finally the penicillin. Next coming to the gram negative. So gram negative, yeah, anti, cefotaxime plus pro, gentamicin. Yeah. See, if you are clicking here, you can able to see the pen mark here, so that you can able to see that you are in the gentamicin tab. Okay. Then imitinum, meropenem, yeah, then, CPC, IPM, meropenem, then citro. Okay. We have done the gram negative. Then we are moving on to the non-fermented. Yes, I have to tell this. For gram negative urine, same panel, extra nitrous proton will come. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, gentamicin, meropenem, meropenem. And here we are going to select the nitrochloroquine. What we can't able to select the gram negative urine. Okay. So that's all. Then coming to the non-fermenter. So non-fermenter is citracin. So then ceftazidime. Oh, I didn't select the ceftazidime. Okay, see here I didn't select the ceftazidime. No need to worry. We have improved the antibiotic again and come to the panel again. We can select the ceftazidime lastly. Then imitinum, meropenem. Gentamicin, then citro, Then doxy. Okay. Okay. Where is the first one? See, okay. So all the panels are ready. As I told, I didn't include the cephalosporin. I'm going to include the cephalosporin now. We can able to include any time. Okay. So if I want to change this antibiotic order means I can change it here also, but I don't want to do any change right now. Just you just click move up. So for example, the cephalosporin should go down because you don't want to show it in a report means like move it down. Like that I can able to access in this page and click just OK. Next, conditional antibiotic, we'll go to the conditional antibiotic. So for Staphylococcus aureus, like it's a species, what are the first line we going to give, what are the second line we going to do. So here the units of the number, we can give it as a second line, right? So I'm going to mark it as a second line. So I'm also printing, clicking this option, I have to print if first line antibiotic is comes resistant, it will automatically will show for the second line. If you want to do any additional rules, means you just click on this. Okay, resistant or intermediate. So how many antibiotics? You can also decide it here. So how, like you are telling a first line antibiotic, how many resistance is coming resistant for first line? You are telling you're going to do the second line. So that you can decide it here itself and do according to your laboratory. Okay. So this is how you're going to do the conditional antibiotic. Okay. This page is okay now. Now I am okay with this antibiotic panel. I'm going to click OK. Next step, I'm going to the profile. See, actually this profiles, no, what are the antibiotics we select, it will come in this page. If you want to edit anything, just click edit. You can able to see here, no, this is a list of complete list of antibiotic what we selected. What are the profile antibiotic you have to give, and what are the supplementary antibiotic you have to give for that gram-positive urine. Okay. See, for example, Staphylococcus species. Again, I'm opening. So for Staphylococcus, we have selected those drugs. So like this is a list we have with the complete antibiotic list we've done in the antibiotic option. This is a list where we've done for the Staphylococcus panel. Okay, in this panel, it's got this all the profile antibiotics. If you want to do any supplementary antibiotics, I can able to add like this. Okay, you can able to add like this. If you don't want to, just click on this and just move that side. It will go up. So this is how you're going to create the edit this antibiotic profile. If you want to add any profile, no, I told you no, we can able to add a profile. So for that, so what profile you want to add? For example, I am going to create a panel for profile for Actinidobacter. Something. One second. Is there any difficulty in this slide share? You can able to see everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, for example, I have create a separate class for Actinidobacter. So, like that, this you can able to see here what panel profile assets has. You can able to see here. Just click on that, just edit, and I can choose what are the profile antibiotics for Actinidobacter, what are for the supplementary antibiotics. Okay. So this is how it's going to help us. So I don't want this for now. I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm okay with this antibiotic profile. I'm just clicking OK. Next, we have done with antibiotic configuration. If everything is okay, I'm going to click on OK. Next, what we're going to do is location. In location, yes, I have told no, we have so many locations. So now for our purpose, according to our exercise, I'm going to give a location. See, you can able to see the drop down here. You can just click on that. Then department. Department and neuro I can select as a medicine. And then type is I'm going to give it as a inpatient non-IC. Okay. Next cardiac. Other side. No. Okay. So I'm done with the location. So I'm just going to click OK. Now location part is completed. Next I'm going to data field. So I want to modify this. So just I want to go into the modify. So I'm going to select anything like standard. For example, I want to include anything from here. Wi-Fi. Let me check. Data entry is there already. Yeah. Mm. So okay, from this part I want to do anything means I just click on this and then I can move. If suppose if already exists me, it will alert you that the file has already been selected. Okay, okay. So no need of that. We'll go to the different. We'll skip something. Microbiology part. So okay, just data lesson is also there. VR, can we fix the VR? Just for learning purpose, I'm just showing. We can able to shift like that. We can able to uh, add this VR. Okay. I don't want this means just click on this and I will bring it. Okay. So I have given one set of data fields. In that, what is there? Laboratory is there. One second. I will just open it and see. Okay. Country is there. Laboratory. I don't want this laboratory. I don't want the laboratory. Identification number I want, last name I don't want, date of birth I don't want, age category let it be. Everyone just select this age category because while we typing the age, it itself show whether it's a pediatric patient or it's adult patient, it will select. For that purpose, this age category is very useful. Then location, then institution, department, location type, it will must, and specimen number, specimen date, type, and this see here, we can't able to shift this part around. It's not moving. Okay. So this part we can't able to change. It will be there. Then reason I don't want. Zero type I don't want. Beta lactose I don't want. Okay. So I have done with my data field. So I have 22 data fields here. I'm okay with that. I'm just clicking it. Okay. If suppose I want name should come first, so I'm just moving it up. Name, next up age, sex, then okay, then the identification. Okay, like this you can modify according to your need. So I'm okay with this. Oh, data please, I'm clicking OK. Then coming to the alert. So I told you already that there is around 90 alerts. See, you can able to see here. So for Acinetobacter, how many? Then Enterobacteriaceae, Imipenem, possible disease susceptibility, and then Enterococcus species, Klebsiella, penicillin sensitivity is rare here. Like this, already we have enough alerts here. But for learning purpose, I just show you how to create a new alert. Okay, for that purpose, I'm going to click a new here. I'm going to give as a ESBL. Okay, so next, this is my description. So what organism I'm going to do this? For that, I'm going to select E. coli. Let's select. Okay, so this in our organism is enough. Okay, so next coming to this isolate. So here we can, in this isolate box only, we have to define a criteria. Okay, so in which you have to define the criteria. So for example, for cephalosporin, define a criteria. What you're going to want to do the cephalosporin, whether you're going to give a resistance, intermediate or susceptibility. I'm going to give it as a resistance. Okay. Then after selecting that, I'm just clicking OK. Then what is the next drug is combination. So if it is CT, like CTC is, CTS is coming resistant and CTC is sensitive, we tell it as a ISJ, right? So I'm going to give it as a sensitive here. Okay. Okay. So everything is okay. I'm okay with this. Again, what alert I'm going to give? Here in this page, I'm going to give it as a important antibiotic resistance. Alert the infection control team. These are the alert I want to display. So I have done. Just click OK. So you can see here, right, at topmost what alert I have created newly, it is displaying there. Okay. Okay. If suppose you have to modify in this thing means you have to like we can't touch anything in this. Only what we created we can able to edit or delete. Okay. So see here we are selected and all we are displaying very clearly what organism is selected, what are the isolates, what are the alert, what are the message. Okay, we have to click this active too. Then we will have selected whether it is in top option I have selected whether it's medium priority, important. Here I selected no, so according to that it will show. Okay, that's all. Our laboratory configuration is done. Okay, I'm going to save this. So again I'm going to close it and open it again. So here you can able to see my laboratory. So if you're going to work with the next data entry for your laboratory, what you created from it, just go and click on that and just click the open laboratory. Okay, this page will open. You want to do the next what you're going to do is you're going to do the data entry. So this step will be explained by the Dr. Nani next session. So suppose you want to do again in your laboratory, you have to do any modification means you can just click the modify laboratory. It will take you again to that location, that antibiotic location, and this it will come to again to the changes and whatever antibiotic you want to again you want to include or you want to remove everything, whatever you want you can do, and kindly after that click on the save. Okay, so this is I think we have done with the laboratory configuration.